Brandy.
Everybody knows that's not true. Is it recording?
Testing. 1, 2.
Can Tony hear us?
Tony, give us a
Come on.
good.
We're working.
We got this time?
Man, what a morning. Dun, 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 dun. Good morning, recovery.
Good
This is take
morning.
3 this morning.
Oh yeah.
Boy, we've been going through it. Look, this is our first time going live back in the basement from the live last week out in the rain. And I wasn't for sure if like something got messed up, but I think we all good now.
God got us.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, guys.
Good
morning.
We are live here this morning with Brandy, Ashby, Christy, and myself. And we're going to bring conversation about rejection, which is stuff that we went through pretty much everybody either this week or in the past few weeks. So, Brandy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Yep.
Great. And we're going to go back to that conversation from take 1.
Okay.
Your car,
Yeah.
you're at how many miles on it?
333,000.
333,000. She's traveling to Harrisonburg every day. And it's given her a little bit of problems. We had it in the shop this week. Some of the problems got fixed, but not all. So if anyone out there knows how to work on vehicles and would like to donate some time and energy to us to help Brandy's car get on the road, or if you have a brand new vehicle or vehicle in general that you would like to donate or hook us up, let us know. Ashby, how are you?
I'm doing really good. I phase up in drug court next week.
And that deserves another applause.
Come on.
From take 1, take 3.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. So I'll finally be allowed to work and get my life just going. I mean, I haven't felt like I haven't been doing anything because in the midst of not being able to work, I've been doing a lot of self work. So I am progressing in the areas that I need to progress. Like there's still some that I'm struggling with, but I'm working on those. And so I haven't become complacent. So that's a good thing.
That's great. That's great, Ashby. Christy, how are you, baby?
Beautiful. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Come on.
Everything's been good.
How's your new place?
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just struggling here and there a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do that. You know, I
Depression
told you when you went out that
It's definitely
it's going to
kicked
be
in.
some attacks. It's going to be some things happening that is
Depression is definitely kicked in.
not okay.
Yeah, but it's okay.
One
Push
thing-
through it one day at a time.
One thing that I want you to remember is that recovery is not easy. It's always going to be uncomfortable for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
We had made it such a big part of our lives for so long. And I'm speaking of this personally because every day when I woke up, that's all that I thought about. I planned my life about it. But I can promise you this, we will never give up on you. We love you and we know that you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
in those days that you think that you just can't go anymore, you need to really take time and observe all of the things that you've gained. Because you have literally came so far. I saw you at your worst personally, and you had nothing. You had the opposite of nothing. And I care about you so much, and I would hate to see you go back down that road. On days that I just feel like I can't go anymore, you and Timothy Courtney, both of y'all, I mean, come out of nowhere and just make my day just worth living. I mean, I can't
Yeah.
see my kids right now, and you have no idea how much of an impact you guys have been on keeping me sober.
You are such an inspiration to so many out there right now. You don't even understand. It doesn't even wrap around your beautiful head of who and what you are. Like, you are amazing. And it comes times in life where you might have to just come back and lay beside me or,
Me.
you know, Brandy or whoever, just to kind of get to yourself
Yeah.
with the Lord in certain ways, like however you need to do that, but do not go back down that road.
I told you can come sleep with me anytime you want.
Yes. Yes. That's it. You know, we all face horrible things in life. And it's how do we maneuver through these things that happen to us? Personally, rejection is one of the big things that we was talking about this morning. You know, I've said it in episodes before. Applying at Northwestern, applying at the jail, like applying at different places for me to get away from, you know, try to separate myself from the cleaning and to do something else. I got rejected. And I was like, man, why? I got my, you know, I've worked so hard those 4 years to get what I had to be able to apply for these jobs. But over and over again, the no kept happening. And I finally realized this is not what Andrea wants to do. This is God's plan. And I'm
Right.
not supposed to work at Northwestern. I'm not supposed to work at the jail.
You
I'm
got
not,
something bigger.
it's
coming.
bigger.
right.
It's better. And God is in control of that. Whatever you're going through, if it's people on the outside trying to bring you down or whatever it is, it's a bigger, better plan if you keep striving.
Mhm.
Because how easy it is for us to throw that white flag up. And I've told a lot of you guys, we got 3 days of sadness if you go through something. And then by the 3rd day, we got to rip you up out of that bed and live life here because
Yeah.
we don't have long.
It's been
None
more
of
than
us
3
have
days,
long.
but
Yeah.
That's
So
okay.
it's time to fight.
I know.
Time to fight, baby girl. It's
I
no
know.
accident. You're here at this table this morning. Got to fight.
I know.
And how can we do what can we do to fight when we go through loss, rejection, hurt, pain? You know, what do we do? And we learned that this morning in Bible study out here on the carport. Like we turn to the one and Almighty.
Yeah.
You know, and put it into his hands. So
Yes. And
that's-
we can't, and when you give it to the Almighty, you can't just take the pen back. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't just give it to him and then take it back for a minute because you're like, man, this is taking too long. You got to remember God's timing is perfect every time. It's never okay. It's never bad. It's never good. Like it's perfect every time. God knows when that you are ready to receive a blessing and he knows when that you will abuse it. God's not going to give you an opportunity to abuse a blessing. Not when you're his child.
yeah.
If you're a firm believer in Christ, you have to put full faith. You got to walk by faith and not by sight. That it could take days, it could take months. We
it
dug
could
a
take
hole.
years.
We dug a hole for as long as that we were in addiction. You got to remember that. So the blessings that we're wanting, it's not that they're not coming. It's just that we have to do the self-work in the process.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because there's things that I want in my life right now. And I'm not going to say that I'm not ready for them, but I'm not going to say that I am. But I do have full faith in my Father that he will give them to me when I'm ready.
Yeah.
I
And that's
mean-
hard the faith part is really hard to hold on to sometimes. I know
Yeah.
I want things right now.
Yeah.
Patience
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
not a good
No.
thing I have. You
No,
know,
me
when you
neither.
want it, you want it. And I know for me, and you guys are too, you're driven. Like when you get to a place in life where you're like, man, I'm pushing for this.
Yeah.
Are we
And-
pushing for it too soon?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with the wrong person in relationship wise, or with a job, or with, you know, whatever it is, are we
Right.
pushing a little too soon? Because them doors ought to open so freshly,
Yeah.
like so
Yes.
easily.
Mhm.
So
And they will. 'Cause he has a plan for us all.
effortlessly.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
just gotta keep pushing. That's the main
Yeah.
thing.
Well, we gotta stay
Yes.
sober.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's- yeah.
if you don't stay sober, when them thoughts come of going backwards or going out here and doing this and that, and the white flag's going up, honey, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Most
Mhm.
definitely.
I mean, that you're going back down to square one. Now, it's kind of like you go to relapse and they say that's a part of recovery. No, we watched a movie last night, or I watched the first part and I fell asleep. But the guy in that was saying, you know, it's kind of like saying to a pilot, well, crashing is a part of flying an airplane.
Mhm.
Like that hit me hard because I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? That's true. You know, you've got to avoid that at all
At
costs.
all costs. Yeah.
At
most
all
definitely.
costs. And if you're not following in on this, on what we're driving down here this morning, you've been going through some things
I have.
mentally.
Yeah. I
And-
mean, I told everybody, you know, because you are still my counselor and still my go-to person. But I've had the cravings. I've had the thoughts. Just
it's tough.
everything that comes. Yeah.
And you getting on here today and speaking it out loud is gonna make the temptation even harder
I'm sure.
because you're letting everybody out there
Out there
know.
know.
But you got to be strong in that.
I am.
You got to be.
I have been. You know what I mean? Like I said, the cravings have been there, but I haven't acted on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or,
We've
you know
lost
what I
so
mean?
many people that we love, not only to death, jail, prison.
Yeah.
But like just seeing them
in-
out there
yeah,
right now in active addiction
struggling,
when
yeah.
you know who they are when they're sober
It
and they went
hurts.
back out,
Yeah.
man, it hurts.
It does.
I can only
Yeah.
imagine how the people looked at me because I was gone.
We all were.
But I mean,
yeah.
and like it's a fact that like in active addiction, you do not have that filter, that frontal lobe part of your brain that
Right.
filters all of your cravings, all of your thoughts. But I'm telling you, once you give it over to your higher power, you get it back.
Yeah.
Like
it
they
takes
say
time.
it takes 6
Yeah.
months to 2 years. Well,
Yeah.
I got mine back quick.
And that, thank God for that,
I mean,
Ashby. Yeah,
I
thank
mean,
God, for that.
God gave that back to me quick. And I'm trying to tell you, like, I could never see my pros and cons before, but now every single time that I get a craving, and I mean, I had an unbearable craving, and the first thing I could do was pray to God that He would take this feeling out of my chest because I knew everything that I could lose, and
Yeah.
I was never strong enough to think of that stuff before, but it is worth it.
And some people, you know, I hear a lot of people say that the cravings, they don't deal with that anymore. I have always been open about mine. I'm going into 5 years and I still crave. I can still
Yeah.
taste it. I
Yeah.
had a bad day yesterday of wanting to go. And like I've told y'all before, might not be the right way, but this is what I've learned in myself. I have to lock myself in the room.
Yeah.
I got to protect me from me because I can become so self-destruction mode at any time that I know I've got to get away from everything
Right.
and everybody.
Yeah.
And that's how I handle mine. You know, some people can handle theirs by hitting the gym. Some people can handle theirs. You found that gym life is
Oh,
a
yeah.
good life.
Oh yeah.
You know, some people can handle theirs by kicking back on the couch and watching a good movie and just getting your mind out of that.
That's
you
what
know,
I done yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah.
What
That's what
do
I
you
done
have to do?
yesterday.
You learn. Everybody's got their own way in this,
Yeah.
and you got to learn that. And once you find that little safe place of escape, which God has made for all of us,
Right.
that's what you do. And
Well, I'm
you
not
hang
gonna
on
lie.
to it.
Andrea and Brandy, because I've been calling her a lot here lately too. They've both been my escape place. Like I'll just call them and
Anytime you want, like when Andrew was having a bad day the other day, I just rolled in here.
you're right. Yeah.
She
And I-
did.
yeah,
And
I
I'm
just
so
rolled in.
thankful.
I
I'm so
just-
thankful.
so I
for
You
her.
know what I mean? So
That's why I
anytime
just-
you have a bad day, all you gotta do is call.
Call.
And I'll come right
And
there.
we are there for Brandy too. Whenever, like any of us, whenever we have a
Oh,
bad day.
yeah. That's,
yeah.
And any of you guys out there
Yeah,
in the
anybody.
audience, you
Yes.
know, if you're suffering, you might be out in Colorado right now or New York or whatever, and you're watching us. If you're having a bad day, I might not be able to. I mean, I will physically get there if like you send me some
Need be.
funds to get there. But I mean, we can video chat each other. We can always try
Yes.
that way, and you don't have to send me funds. God always makes a way if somebody out there needs help, because for real, it gets lonely.
It does.
I remember being away from here in Norfolk and Petersburg, Maryland, and I remember 3 people right now come to my mind who are on my Facebook today, and they all know who they are. Messaged me on a daily. Strangers. Like I didn't know these people. I mean, I worked with one of the girls in the past, but like strangers hit me up of like, "Hey, you got this, girl. You're gonna be okay."
Right.
They didn't know how much I needed that.
Right.
So that little bit of just video calling, checking on each other, being there for each other. It's called love.
Yeah.
Showing it to one another. It matters.
Yeah.
It matters. So back to rejection. We got somebody up there that
Let's
has who's chimed in. I can't see that, but Chrissy's
can't
gonna
see.
look and check it out.
Leslie Wright, love all y'all. Ashley is spot on. Wise beyond his years already.
Yeah, he
Can
is.
sleep between me and Chris anytime.
Oh, I want to sleep between y'all too.
Coach said amen.
Leslie,
Look
hey,
at
good
her.
morning. We got some people coming down the steps to visit this morning. What you doing, girl? She,
Get
huh?
on.
Come on over here. You gotta, yeah.
You can get on here.
Telling me to come out.
Oh,
Okay.
look, we got
She's here,
Misty
yeah.
here.
She's our biggest fan.
Misty,
here.
Misty is our biggest fan. Come on over there.
Well, you're more welcome to.
Misty is Shirley Alger's daughter. He runs the jailhouse ministry down there at the Luray Jail, and Misty's always she's been one of our big supporters on here. And how are you?
I'm great.
You've really
I
helped
surprised you.
me a lot in the past few weeks, especially coming out here and seeing your beautiful face.
Absolutely. Sometimes you just
Kick that
have
mic to her.
Oh.
There you go.
Sometimes you just have to show up
Yeah.
and show out. And I thought I'd surprise you.
That's
Mhm.
crazy. And we were just talking about that, about if somebody out of state out there right now might be watching us and needing a little support or whatever, like how just that connection of just being on the phone or video chat or whatever to lift them up.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Yeah. Isn't this something? God thing.
Mhm.
In the talk of rejection, like we got to think about things. We, like I said about us digging our holes. Like, well, we have broken promises. We have helped destroy lives. We have done a lot of bad things. So there's gonna be people that don't believe the change that they're seeing.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, we always had that saying, you know, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Well, they don't see our whole life. You know,
Right.
they don't know the struggles that we go through, and they don't know how hard it is to do what that we're doing.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the people
it's
that
hard.
don't, like the people that don't know addiction, they're like, oh well, he's probably just lying, or he or she's probably lying again.
My
you
favorite
know?
part is just stop.
Yeah, just stop.
Just stop using.
Just stop. It's just
Yeah.
that easy, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was using drugs for 17 years, and I'll tell you, I don't go around saying I'm sober when I'm not sober. I
Yeah.
promise you that.
Yeah,
And
me
there's
neither.
still people to this day that sit here and say, oh well, he's only doing good in front of the scenes. Well, I'm here to tell you, honey, I get drug tested twice a week. I got court once a week. There's no way I'm lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
in
People
the
were saying I was getting high too. You
yeah,
too.
yeah, they
people-
say
yeah,
that about me all
they
the
say-
time.
I said I hear that about Andrea at least once a day.
Hey, it's the coffee and the working out, and just actually, I enjoy life most days, but on them bad days, I mean, I would hate to open them doors up on on live for you guys to see my bad days, because when it's bad, it's bad, but it's life,
It is.
and that's
but
what
you
it
can
is.
get high off of other things.
Mhm.
Like you get like with me, I am far from perfect, and I tell everybody that all the time. But I can get high off of just going around other people and
Yeah.
like, surprising them, or, getting a card in the mail, or somebody just coming up to you and say, "Hey, you matter."
Yeah.
That to
Yeah.
me, not that I've ever done major drugs. Now I'm the first person to tell you I have not. But that means more to me. And I've had so many people in addiction tell me that. Like, it's a different high.
Mm-hmm.
And you're always going to chase that high that you had when you were using. But they have chosen to get high in other ways and forms in their life.
Yeah,
And that's the main thing.
that's right.
Get high on Jesus.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is
Amen.
right.
There is no high like the
Amen.
Most High.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
I
the
promise you.
stigma in the county too, or all across, is hard to overcome too. Yesterday we was at a place in Luray, and I have a black vehicle, kind of looks like a cop car. They get out of my way on 81. So, yay. But and my daughter just got a vehicle as well that kind of looks just like mine, and we're sitting there parked side by side exchanging the baby, and we got this guy over here who I don't know what he's running on the store side, but he's staring at us, and I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" And Chelsea, my oldest daughter's like, "Hey, how are you?" And dude looks at her and says, "What y'all doing? A drug switch here?" And all of us just looked at each other. Of course, my window went down. I was like, "Look, sir, like, come on now. We're exchanging a baby." That stigma, that again, rejection
mhm.
from certain
From your
people and
yeah.
how they look at
Yep.
you and what they think of you when they see you. You still as angry. I got angry for like 3 seconds. Before I probably would have got angry for 3 days. But I'm so thankful that we're at a place in life where it's like, roll off, dude. I pray for you. I hope you do.
Yeah.
You come
Yeah.
overcome that, because it's not all about that.
I've gotten to a point where, like, as soon as somebody gets on my nerves, or like to the point where that I want to act like I used to, I pray right there instantly.
That's awesome.
I don't
really
let
do.
people make me mad.
Yeah,
I try
you're
not
better.
to.
You're a whole lot better.
Yeah,
than what-
Brandy. Yes,
Yeah.
Brandy is.
Brandy's
also-
like-
yes,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
doing the thing. Yes.
Nobody makes. I don't let nobody. I don't give nobody that power.
We laugh now.
Yeah.
When
The
somebody
only-
looks at us and says, "Well, I heard you were still you," because you
Yeah.
just got it.
yeah.
last
Somebody
week.
just said they, and I know who said it, but that doesn't matter.
Right.
No.
I mean, I don't care. I know what I'm doing. I'll pass a hair follicle test anytime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I don't got.
Brandy is doing a lot better.
I don't
because
gotta
any,
prove-
any, back in the day, she would have done snapped. You know what I mean? On
Yeah.
so many, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like she would have
my temper. I did have a temper.
Recovery
you
is a
know?
beautiful thing.
And now
The
it's
only-
Yeah, I don't let nobody make me mad.
The only thing that we do when we act out of ignorance and hatred is giving people control over our
That
lives.
power.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'll tell you right now, I've done enough time. I've done more time than I'd care to share.
My mom used to say, "He who angers you controls you."
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Like these
You
people,
told me that. I don't know how many
these
times.
people
We need a
should.
shirt made.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I like
These
that.
people
yeah.
see where that we came from, where that we've been, and then they just assume that they could get in our heads and control us. And I do believe that can, like, for real. And then, like, so when we give them what that they want and we act out, and then there we will be sitting in jail, our kids without parents, and that's just not what that we want anymore. We got different goals.
Yeah.
No.
I want to be a man of God. I want to serve Him correctly. Now, am I perfect? By no means, and I'm sure that I will fall short every day.
We're
But
all
I'm
human.
progressing every day.
Yeah.
If
None of
there's-
us are perfect.
If there's one internal fixture that I could do every day, like just fix one thing inside of me internally every day, then I'm winning. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care about materialistic objects anymore, which I used to be extremely fascinated with.
Mhm.
I'm past that. Like I want to get right with the Lord, work on my my family life.
You got
and
goals now, Ashby,
Yes.
and that's big.
It's a big
Mhm.
deal
That's
to
big.
me.
I had someone else ask me the other day about, I don't want to go to church. I don't like church. I don't like the people, this and that. Well, here's my response to that as well. Look, we all suck.
We do.
We all
We
do.
do. We're all human.
However, church, I highly recommend it to anybody because you're coming around a group of people who are striving to be better.
Yep.
That word that generates through your head every week that's coming out of the Bible that you might, as of right now, not have time to like swing through the pages, but you got somebody speaking that to you, and you're actually listening. It helps. It
It does.
matters. So although, yeah, we all, well, hypocrites, whatever you want to call it. But we're all, most of us that go to church or attend a church have that church family.
Yeah.
Yes.
That the people who are all there for each other to support each other through the chaos, through
Yeah.
the hurt, through the pain, through
They're
the
all
hard
there.
days.
Yes.
So that's my thing on that.
Yeah.
And the other thing with church is I have found, and not just, I'm talking, I grew up in church. So a lot of people don't grow up in church, but growing up in church, it doesn't mean that you're going to be perfect. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get hurt. It's not going to be, all a bed of roses, but at the same time, a lot of times when you're in church and you're in a church service, you're going to have that conviction, but you're also going to show up and you're going to have those people praying for you
Yes.
that you have no idea that is praying for you,
Mhm.
and that person may not even know your name, but they are looking out for you in one way or another.
That's right.
So in reality, showing up to church is not just showing up to church. It's also putting your face with someone who actually does care.
right.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Speaking of church, everybody's getting ready to head down to Audrey's at what's that
The
church
Rec.
called?
Right.
Or the
ER.
The
Yeah, right.
ER
Yes.
Church. It's on Main Street in Luray.
Also, don't forget tomorrow we are celebrating
Shirley
Shirley
Alger.
Alger.
Yes, and that's up at
yes.
Grace in Shenandoah. So come
Yes.
out and join us all for that.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you guys. We're gonna hop off then, so everybody can get to church on
Yes.
time and
You
come out and
guys have
join
a
us,
good
guys.
day.
Hope everybody has a
Bye.
great day.
Yes, we love you and we do recover.
Yay.
I want to go, but my legs are hairy, y'all.
Brandy, I'm wearing my I don't want.
Oh my God.